I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong? Let's go in with chips. Not cooked them enough.
No.
I know he said he was going to put some fresh chips in for you. He said the other ones were knackered, which is great. Somebody's owning the issue, but they've rushed it out. It's a heavy dripping, isn't it? You need a little bit longer, though. A very small fry as well, aren't they? Like a 10mm square cut, that. They'll cook a lot quicker. We haven't had it, can't we?
Yes.
It's really oily. If you look there, quite a lot of massive amounts of oil coming out of that fish, which isn't making me happy.
Quite a nice fish. Nice
The fish is lovely. The oil's really dark. The bat's nicely cooked. It's not really soggy. Just a very dark oil. Let's go in for the peas. They're pleasant. Nice flavour to them.
Seasoned.
Yeah. Also try it with a chip. Peas nice. The fish is nice. But the batter's a bit heavy. The oil's a bit heavy on the batter. Those chips could probably get done with a little bit longer. Yeah, but as they've rested, they've got better.
Yeah.
So they were very fresh out the pan.
Must have blanched them because only in for a minute or two.
They made par-fried them. Par-fried and finished.
That's quite salty, but I don't mind that quite like that.
What's quite salty?
Batter.
I think you need some seasoning. I think you need some flavour in the batter, don't you? You need some seasoning in there.
But like I said, I don't mind it. I quite like that.
Never seen a chip that small in a long time. The peas are nice.
Really nice.
There's seasoning in that. It's nicely seasoned, but it's hanging onto the oil. That oil's very heavy as well, isn't it? Help you out there.
Yeah.
There you go. I've mended it for you. Yeah, that's a lot of. It's quite a lot of oil in.
Quite a lot of oil, yeah.
Sorry, that was a bit cruel, that wasn't it? Just look at that. It's very oily.
And what causes that, David?
The batter's too thick.
Temperature of oil?
It was a modern range, so it'll be set. You're not going to do much with that. I think that's just too thick a batter. If the oil's a bit dark and it looks ready, but it's not, because you don't want to push it too far because your product will be really dark then. So you tend to pull it out when the colour's, but it's not quite cooked through properly because
You can see how much grease
there's a lot of oil in that fish.
A lot of oil in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shame though, because these little things that can be easily rectified.
There's not much difference between good and great, is there?
No.
And it's just these little things, little twiddly bits that you've got to keep your eye on. Can easily run away with you. If it's a quiet afternoon as well, and not much product's been through your pans today, you're up against it. Interesting. Again, that's my tagline, isn't it? Interesting.
So the Wharfe in Otley. Yeah, so fish. I've scored this at 3. I thought it was nicely cooked and tasty. There was so much oil in that product. You could smush it, couldn't you? I was saving yourself from yourself with that. You're a young man and your heart needs keep doing. It was a quiet day for that shop. I think the oil was dark. The colour was probably right when it came out of the pan, but it was a little bit undercooked. You could taste the oil. The oil was heavy. Probably is on its way to be replaced. I give it a 3 for the fish. It were all, a lot of grease, hot oil. The fish and cooked. Yeah, love the piece I did. So certainly the batter for me laid it down. Chips, I give them a 3. I thought they were a bit undercooked. They were a very thin cut chip as well. I think they were like a 10mm chip or something, which is normally a chunkier chip in fish and chip shops. They did have a nice flavour to them, but the oil was really heavy. They seemed to come good a little bit after the rest of them because he cooked them fresh for you because they said the chips that got in the box.
Yeah, he said, I'll put you some fresh in because the ones that have been in top box have been in top box a little bit longer than you like.
That's good.
Caring about it. He just put a basket in for maybe a couple of minutes when it
Just finish them off.
just to finish off. Been twice cooked, all have been blanched.
Yeah. After we rested them for a few minutes, they seemed to come better.
Yes, they did.
So perhaps that was they just needed to relax and get rid of the oil. Straight out of the pan and into a box is never good. Let the oil out of them and off you go. Peas, I had given it a 4. I thought they were nicely cooked. A little bit under seasoning because it's my bug there. I keep going about that you season as you cook. You don't cook, season. It's an ongoing process. But overall, they were very nice. I enjoyed them. They were nice.
Yeah, peas were nice. That's what let them down. The consistency were great. The colour were great. The tasted good. Were a good pea, and I've given them a 4 as well.
And finally, the vibe. I'll read what I thought. The shop needed a bit of attention, and it was a little unkempt. The oil was quite heavy in the eggs. You could smell it was quite heavy oil. But where we were sat outside, it had a collection of fridges and freezers, late 20th century ones by the looks of it. But they just seemed to abandon the fridges outside. The server was polite. He had his own t-shirt on and no covering. You're doing your job, you need to have a uniform, you need to be less casual.
I totally
It's a
agree.
professional job. Very kid, yeah.
Nice guy.
But I've given it a 2 for the vibe, and it's mostly for the fact that they're just chucking the crap out into the seating area, and it just needed going through that show.
I do that. I'd give him a 3. They were a nice lad. He noticed that the chairs weren't right, so he put them in. Just getting back on top of things.
Yeah, but fridges don't.
Why would you have them?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've done it.
Absolutely. Scout me out and take care of it.
Just dreams it down.
Yeah, and then the restaurant aside, well, lovely. Lovely inside. Another shop that might have lost its way a little bit. I just feel as though it's a bit more care and attention. I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?